here that the time limit for each speech is just 8 minutes. So thank you. I thank you everyone to be here. And let's start with the Portuguese students.
Can I just a moment? I miss one of my students from Slovenia, Alina.
She's not here yet.
I can't find them.
She's not here yet.
She's coming. She has some problems.
õpilased, kas te kuulete ka? Ma ei kuule teid.
Jaa, kuuleme.
Aga kas te olete ilma kaamerata või?
Hetkel jah.
Olge head, pange sisse, et ma vähemalt kedagi näeks.
Okei.
Pane Liisi.
So the first one,
coming
is of the Portuguese students.
Just a minute. I think we need to wait a little bit. Can we ask you a confirmation? So for Portugal, Leonor, are your students here already?
No, they have a problem. I think it's just Miguel. Miguel, you stay. Are you here, right, Miguel?
Yes, yes, I am.
Yes.
Okay.
Miguel, Renata, just a minute, please. Miguel, is there any student and any Portuguese student here? You don't know.
I saw Alexandre.
You saw Alexandre? Alexandre, say hello. Please.
Hello.
Alexandre? Hello, Alexandre. Why aren't you with the camera? You are lovely.
I don't have one.
You don't have?
No.
Okay, Alexandre, don't worry. Then Renata and I have more students, but they are 7. But some students, the email are Hotmail. Hotmail. And I think one student told me that with Hotmail they can't access to meet Google. So Alexandre and Miguel are the only.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay, Leonor, I think...
No, David. Just another student.
Okay.
David.
Me and
Okay.
Alex. Me and
Thank
Alex.
you.
So, Leonor,
Alex.
do you think you can start the meeting, or shall we wait for your students and we can start with another?
No, we can, because now I have Alexandre, David, Alex, and Miguel. 4 students.
And Nuno, teacher, Nuno.
Okay.
Nuno is
Yes,
Nuno.
I'm
here.
Nuno, hi.
So we can start with Portugal, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know, other schools, if there is anybody without the students at all, shall we wait a bit more?
No,
Because we have, it's okay. Because otherwise we are already, we have already waited 10 minutes, so I think we should start.
So the scheduled order is Portugal, Bulgaria, Romania, Estonia, and Slovenia, and list Italy.
Okay.
So
okay,
can we follow the order?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Let's get started with the Portuguese students.
Just a little bit. Joanna, are you here? Because Joanna is a teacher, and she is with the class, and they are only watching. But I want to know if she is here now. Okay, let's start with Portugal. Let's begin. Gabriela, do you ask the questions or
no? Are you talking to me? No, they have to say what you have prepared. You know what they have their speech.
Okay, Miguel, what do you eat in Portugal? in Christmas and the things?
On the Christmas night, 24, actually we used to eat a lot of bacalhau, but I don't really like. So I rather turkey or some meat. Then we go to the living room and we spend 4 hours on TV or listen to music, singing along. So some karaoke too. And I don't know if that is all in Portuguese, but it's the way I do. Then when the time is 00:00, we go outside and start beating some cooking materials just to
Miguel,
celebrate in some way.
Miguel, this
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
New Year, New Year.
New Year and Christmas.
Christmas too?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay, let's hear Nuno, please. Nuno? No. You don't have the mic.
Yes, okay. Now I have it. Normally I eat godfish and some octopus. It depends of the years or with my family, because I have the part of my mother and my father, and I have some difference between these two families. And normally with the family of my mother, I eat godfish, and with my father family, we eat octopus. And normally we have a lot of children in family, so we can't wait for midnight. So we open the presents after the dinner. We don't wait for the midnight, and we open it. And yes, normally when we have someone that is excuse me the expression, but fat, we ask him to dress like
Santa Claus.
yes,
Santa Claus.
yes, and we celebrate it, and the children go crazy with our dress, etc. And it's a really nice time. I really like Christmas.
Okay. David, do you want to say something?
Yes, I do. So in the night of Christmas, I eat codfish or octopus. It depends what my fathers do for the dinner. Then at the midnight, I open the presents and we saw some movies or something like that. We just have fun at the night, and in the Christmas day, I eat turkey, and yeah, we enjoy the day and have some fun.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you, Alex.
I also would like to add that in some parts of Portugal we see is like a giant fireplace where we watch. It's called Madeira de Natal, and it's very funny to watch. And that is all.
Okay. Thank you, Alex. Alexandre, do you want to say something? Say something?
I usually do the same as my mate said. We eat a lot of godfish in the Christmas night. So I have a small family, and we don't do a lot of traditional stuff for Christmas. We dinner, see some movies, and open the presents. Basically, it's that. In the Christmas day, we usually eat cabrito.
Yes, I don't know the term in English.
Yeah, I don't know the English word too.
It's meat. Okay. Thank you all. Stay, please.
Thank you for your kind performance. And let's welcome the Bulgarian students and let them speak, let them talk about their Christmas traditions.
Hello everyone, I'm au pair from Bulgaria, and today me and my classmates are going to present you our presentation about the Bulgarian traditions, the Christmas traditions in Bulgaria. So now I'm going to share my screen. Do you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Okay. So let's start.
This is a short chain of the most popular Christmas holidays that we celebrate in Bulgaria. First, we have the 20th of December, Ignaz Den. It's the start of the Christmas holidays. Then we have 24th of December, Badni Večer, or Christmas Eve, the evening or the entire day before Christmas. After that is Koleduvane. It's one of the traditional Bulgarian costumes. And finally, we have 25th December, Koleda, or Christmas, which of course they will celebrate Christmas.
So on 20th December is Event, or also known as New Day or Not Dance in Bulgarian. There's like a tradition that says whoever the first guest of the house is, his personality is so important because his personality will be like the next year. If he's nice, the year will be nice and peaceful.
So on 24th of December, we celebrate Badni Večer, which is the Bulgarian word for Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Eve, we eat only vegan dishes, just like during the fast, and they have to be an odd number. Usually they are 7, 9, or 11, as well as the invited guests for the dinner. Also, we prepare delicious things. And after dinner is finished, we don't put away the dishes because we believe that Virgin Mary visits homes during the night and based on what is left, just like in the West they leave cookies and milk for Santa. Yeah, that's it.
This photo shows a typical Christmas Eve dinner. On the right, in the green plate, we have turshia, which is a mix of vegetables. Next to it, we have sharana soul, which is a mix of spices. We also have garlic, onion, peppers, with rice and beans. We have sarmi. These are grape leaves stuffed with rice. We also have pumpkin desserts.
Right.
And that's ladies and gentlemen, is Banza. This is so popular in Bulgaria. On Christmas we made it, and before put it in the oven, we put aluminum foil, a little notes, the goodness, and so we put the coin too. And when the banza is ready, in slice some. I don't know how to explain it. In every slice, it has to be either a note or a coin. We read the note, or whoever got the coin, he will have a so good year.
Okay, so the next ritual that we celebrate on 24th of December is Kulenduvane, which is really traditional ritual for our country. And after it's done, we know that Christmas is here and Jesus Christ was born. So only young and single men are allowed to take part in this ritual, and they gather in the house of the man who is leading the group, and all dressed up in special clothes, which are nusias. And once they are all together, they start going from house to house singing Christmas carols. And now we want to present you what Koleduvane looks like. So. I think that it's enough because we don't have a lot of time. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for your time for coming. And let's go on to Romanian students presenting their Christmas holidays. Are there the Romanian students here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are here.
Let's get started with you all. Please don't forget that the time limit is 8 minutes for the whole performance. Alrighty.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
they are
here.
Okay.
Okay, we represent Romania. We're from St. George, Covasna County, which is located in the heart of the county. There are two predominant ethnic groups in the area, the Romanians and the Hungarians. Christmas for Romania is an important religious holiday. The feast of the Lord's birth is celebrated on 24, 25th, 26th, and 27th of December. People start preparing for Christmas in November with a 14 days fast. In Romanian villages where the traditions are preserved, women and men begin the preparations long before this feast. Men clean up the yard and the places where animals are sheltered. Meanwhile, women clean up the house and they prepare traditional food specific to this holiday, like cozonaci, colar, sarmale, and other Romanian goodies. Cozonaci, I think it's the most important. It's like a bread but with sugar and put walnut inside. Okay. 24 December, Christmas Eve, caroling. The carols are performed in all parts of Romania, including Moldova, with regional variation in terms of number of participations. Exact timing of different melodies and lyrics. On Christmas Eve, the groups would go to different houses and begin singing. The village youth, usually boys, would begin to form groups in different places and designate a leader in order to participate singing in unison. Starting on Christmas Eve, the groups would go to different houses, begin singing. In Moldova, on Christmas Eve, carol announced the birth of the Lord dressed in national costumes. For us, Romanian Christmas Day is the day we dedicate our time to our families. In the morning, we all go to church, and after that, we gather at the table to enjoy all the goodies. Okay, from now, my partner Christian Sorescu is going to talk.
Yes, we have the tradition of the goat, which is basically a human dressed up as a mythical creature. And, this custom lasts from Christmas till the New Year. The goat costume is made of short wood carved in the shape of a goat's head, which is wrapped with red and black finely cut and wrinkled paper. The dance of the goat comes from the archaic sacred ceremonies dedicated to the death and rebirth of the divinity.
Okay.
Short clip showing the dance. We also have another type of traditional dance, which is based on the bear. And it is said that the origin of this custom comes from the Dacian cult, which were the people that lived on our land before the Romans came and united to become Romanians. The bear dance is found only in Moldova, although on New Year's Eve. The bear is embodied by a boy wearing the fur of the animal on his head and shoulders, adorned near his ears with red tassels. Pulugușorul and the Sorcova are two customs we do on the first day of the new year. These are habits which invoke prosperity and wealth for the one who received the carolers. It is said that those who do not receive the flocks of people will have trouble and poverty in the following year. They usually come singing at your door or asking for cozonaci, actually. The Epiphany. The Feast of the Lord's the baptism includes, besides the sanctification of the water, a series of popular customs, among which the spectacular swimming competition of men to take out of the water a cross thrown by the priest, and one practiced by girls who put basil under their pillow to dream of their chosen one. The swimming competition is not practiced by all people, but it certainly is one of the funniest ones to watch. The one who manages to reach the cross first receives the blessing of the priest and is considered to be lucky all year round. Also, girls who fall on the ice on the day of the Epiphany can be sure that they will get married that year, says the popular tradition. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay. We kindly thank you for your performance, and we welcome to the Estonian students. Where are they? So they can tell about their experience and their Christmas traditions in their country. Where are they?
I can see one. Where are the others? Elizabeth, Kadi. Okay, Kadi. Hi. Elizabeth. Seems Elizabeth is not here. Sirelin. Sirelin, can you hear me? Okay, Lisi, please start you then.
Estonian Christmas. Christmas was the most important holiday of the year in the Estonian fall calendar. During the Christmas period, a distinction has been made between the Christmas holiday, which lasted from 25 to 27 December. The day before Christmas, 24th, Christmas Eve, was considered to be the most important celebration of Christmas. For Christmas, the whole household was cleaned and built, and the richest break dishes of the year were prepared. As there was no work to be done during the holidays, all preparations had to be made early. Estonian Christmas foods. Estonian Christmas foods have been pork, black pudding, sauerkraut, Christmas bread, and lingonberry jam. Gingerbread also, according to the newest Christmas customs, the Christmas drink has been beer. Mulled wine. Mulled wine, also known as spiced wine, is a beverage usually made with red wine, along with various mulling spices and sometimes raisins. It is served hot or warm and is alcoholic. Although there are non-alcoholic versions of it, it is a traditional drink during winter, especially around Christmas. Black pudding. Blood sausages are sausages filled with blood that is cooked or dried and mixed with a filler until it is thick enough to solidify when cold. Variants are found worldwide. Pig, cow, horse, donkey, sheep, duck, and goat blood can be used, varying by country.
Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is one of the traditional foods of Estonian cuisine. In early times, this place on Estonia tables was important because in winter there was lack of vitamins in the diet of peasantry. At the same time, sauerkraut is one form or another is common in almost all European national cuisines. Roast pork. It is one of the traditional Estonian Christmas dishes. Pork roast is also widespread amongst other Nordic nations, where one of the most popular farm animals is domestic pigs. Pork stew is usually prepared in an oven, less often in the final stage of heating in conversational oven. Christmas bread. Christmas bread was a loaf bread made in the old days at Christmas, which was usually made in the shape of a pig, but also in the shape of a pile or a candle with a hole in the middle. In Christmas, the custom of baking Christmas bread was known from the 19th century and was made mainly on the islands and in northern Estonia. Lingonberry jam. Lingonberry jam is one of the sauces what people are using. It can be sweet but also sour. Nobody really know when it came introduced, but somewhere in 19th century. The recipe is always different because every family has their own. Santa Claus. At the end of the 19th century, it became traditional for Santa Claus to share gifts with families. To receive gifts is necessary, for example, to read poems or sing. And before him there was Gladiator, and with him Snowflake, who were receive gifts to families. Thank you.
Are there any other Estonian students ready to speak, to tell us about the traditions? Or we can go on.
Okay, sorry, I just got to know that the microphone doesn't work for one of Estonian students. Sorry, that's all for Estonia right now. Did you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know if anybody here can hear you.
Estonian students are... You can continue with next one.
Okay, we can go on. Welcoming the Slovenian students, and you're ready to listen to them talking about their Christmas traditions.
Ja, još prosim pred naš tim je predstavitev. Someone has to share the presentation, so.
Okay.
Još? A gre?
So are there any problems for the
presentation? Yeah.
Kako se imaš ära PowerPoint tule?
Tam imaš predstav, imaš
predstav. Ja, pa pol daš celoten zaslan. Da boš imel.
Nekaj pol.
Ja. Kameru si imaš nekaj šel.
Čakajte, se bo, evo, malo še.
Pa kamera imaš gre težga tvoč.
Sorry about that. We're not used to meet. We use Zoom, so it's a bit different.
Zdaj se vidi.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, I'm Kim, and I'm from Gimnazia Raune, a high school in Slovenia. I'm here today to tell you about some of the Slovenian traditions that take place during the Christmas holidays. A lot of our traditions are borrowed from Austria and Germany, as well as other Slavic countries. December is a time of giving, coming together, enjoying good company, and reviving old traditions. During this time, Slovenian children anxiously await the arrival of the three good men, Saint Nicholas, Father Christmas, and Father Frost, who bring them presents to reward them for their good behavior. Kitchen tables are decorated with Advent wreaths woven from evergreen branches and moss and adorned with dried fruits and other simple decorations. It carries 4 candles, the first of which is lit on the 4th Sunday before Christmas. Each following week, we light an additional candle until all 4 are burning bright on the last Sunday before Christmas. Influenced by the American and British culture, some people put the rest on their front doors too. However, traditions and celebrations take place during the whole month of December, building up the excitement for the upcoming family holiday. In Slovenia, Christmas simply isn't complete without the traditional holiday breads, the most important one being the potica cake. It's a roll-up cake made with thin yeast dough filled with a sweet walnut filling. There simply is no Christmas without the scent of biscuits and pastries drifting through the air. On the evening of December the 5th, the first one of the three good men visits the children. Saint Nicholas, or Miklaus, as we call him, he is accompanied by his assistants, the Krampuses, scary-looking creatures who scare and punish the misbehaved children. They're set to kidnap the naughty children as a punishment for their bad behavior. Nicholas rewards the well-behaved children with modest gifts, most often oranges, dried fruits, and by an old tradition that is they mostly forgotten Saint Nicholas sticks. The children use the sticks on December 28th, the so-called beating day. They go from house to house and beat the adults, wishing them health and happiness. The adults can buy their way out of the beating by giving the beaters treats. Originally potitsa, nuts or chocolates, but today the treats are most often replaced with money. On Christmas Eve, as the children open the last compartment of their advent calendars, it is time to bring out the ornaments and decorate the Christmas tree. The tradition of putting up a Christmas tree on the Christmas Eve is slowly dying, as a lot of families, again, influenced by American culture, put up extravagant decorations and trees as soon as December starts, and some extreme cases also at the end of November. All families decorated differently, some using natural materials, while others use traditional ornaments. No matter the decorations, decorating the tree is a time for the whole family to have fun and get together. Religious people also set up the nativity scenes. Live nativity displays take place all over the country, one of the more famous being in Pustojna Cave, which is our most famous cave. After the whole family has gathered for the Christmas dinner and stuffed themselves with chicken, steak tartare, and French salad, it's time to head to the midnight mass to await and honor the birth of Jesus Christ and give Father Christmas time to bring presents without getting caught by curious children. On December the 31st, children get a visit from the last of the three good men, Father Frost. He is a legendary figure similar to Saint Nicholas and Father Christmas. His name is originally Dead Moros, originating in his homeland, Russia. It translates to Father Frost. He is a legendary Slavic character that makes his rounds every New Year's Eve. He brings delight to children as he provides the little ones with a gift. Although there are undoubtedly similarities between the characters of Dead Moros and another jolly man dressed in red who delivers presents, there are certain traits of this famous icon that differ from his Western counterpart as well. He wears a heel-length fur coat and a semi-round fur hat. He has a long white beard and he walks with a long magic stick. The festive of the Christmas and the New Year's ends on the Three Kings Day on January the 6th. On the eve of the Three Kings Day, the family would bless the house with holy water. On the countryside, the master of the house writes the initials of the three kings in the middle of the numbers of the year. For example, this year, that would be 20 plus G plus M plus B plus 21. The inscription then stays above the door until the next year, which is a custom that is still practiced today. On that night, Slovenian villages are visited by the three kings the sailors who bring good wishes for health and happiness to the house. As I end this conversation, we hope that the upcoming years brings you and all of your families a lot of joy and especially now, health. May all your wishes come true. Thank you for your attention and happy holidays.
Okay, thank you for your kind performance. And finally, let's introduce our Italian students. There are three groups of Italian students. There are 6 belonging to 3 different courses, E, G, and F. So the E group is the first group to tell us about the traditions in Italy.
Yes. Hi, my name is Asia. I'm 16 years old and I come from Naples. I'm very happy to be here and to participate in this meeting. And today we will introduce you to the Napolitan activities in tradition. And I'm going to
share the screen.
My screen, yes. Can you see it? Okay. The Neapolitan nativity scene represents the birth of Jesus in Naples in the 18th century. And on the crib, the natural elements of water and fire cannot be missing because they indicate good and negative energy. And the nativity scene in Naples also represents scenes of daily life. And the nativity statues are in terracotta, and they are so expensive and delicate. San Gregorio Armeno is one of the most famous streets in the Christmas period. And here, it's Christmas all year round. In all months, even when it's hot, in August, like in August, for example. The masters are at work to build the typical cork cribs and terracotta shepherds. And the atmosphere of San Gregorio Armeno begins to warm up in November. But December is definitely the month when the street is full of people. And this makes San Gregorio Armeno one of the 10 places that all tourists rush to see in Naples. Not only at Christmas, but also in the summer.
Hi everyone, my name is Candy. I'm 15 years old and I attend the second year of the Ferdinando Galiani High School. The Neapolitan craftsmen create statues similar to famous characters like Cristiano Maggiore, Pino Daniele, Papa, Maradona. They are all famous characters here in Naples and they are very famous. And they put them on the nativity scene for fun. Here is the cave where Jesus Christ was born, and this is the most important and beautiful part of the nativity scene. The cream was created in the 18th century, and for the Neapolitans doing it every year, it has become a tradition that continues today. So you can go to a Neapolitan house and don't see the cream. Today, the nativity scene is not only a religious symbol, but it's also a symbol that describes and identifies us today. So I can say that it's part of ours. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Zona De Falco. I'm 15 years old and I attended the second year at Ferdinando Galiani Technical High School. And I tell you about typical Christmas cake struffoli. I share the screen. Okay, since we are approaching Christmas, we would like to introduce you to some of traditional cakes we used to make, eat, and offer as a gift in Naples during the Christmas holiday. They weren't Napolitan, but people to invent them, despite their well-known creativity. It seems that the Greeks brought them to the Gulf of Naples at the time of Parthenope. The term struffolo has a Greek origin, but deriving from the word strongolus. But what is struffoli? What are struffoli? Struffoli are small balls of sweet dough that can be baked or fried in oil. Then they are struffoli are immersed in a honey bath, garnished with colored and candied sugar sprinkles, and served on a plate that form the bed of a pyramid shape, the composition of goodness. This cake is known all over southern Italy, called in different ways depending on the place.
I'm Maria. I'm a Giovanna's classmate and we are going to telling you about Napolitan Christmas cake. Musaccioli. Other tasteful and typical cakes that Napolitan people use to eat at Christmas are musaccioli. The word is very old and derives from the Latin musicium, which indicate a sweet focaccia whose ingredients included grape master cooked on by leaves. No wonder the extraordinary spread of musaccioli all over Italy. The brand is back to the origins of our history. Traditionally, the musaccioli were offered the guests when they left as a last sign of attention to the guest. What are musaccioli? Musaccioli are diamond-shaped biscuits traditionally covered with chocolate. Yes, the crazing has undergone some change and it's easy to find them covered with hazelnut cream or with chocolate. although the traditional ones are covered with dark chocolate.
Please turn the microphone off, otherwise there's an echo.
Francesca and Antonio are here? Okay.
Yes. Hello everyone, we are two students and we are Antonio and Francesca and we are part of second F. After our friends have talked about our Christmas typical dishes and the art of nativity, we wanted to talk about our traditional during the Christmas Eve.
We have chosen a Neapolitan anonymous writer poem because it better describes the atmosphere of that night in our home. We have also decided to read it in Neapolitan also because our dialect is very famous all over the world. But don't worry, because we've also translated in English for you to better understand. Now I pass the word to my friend Francesca.
Natale, com'è bello Natale! A sera era vigilia e tutta un'allegria nascite Gesù. La tavola apparecchiata, l'albero illuminato, o presepio sta sudato perché a mezzanotte sa da picciare.
How beautiful Christmas is. The Christmas Eve night is always a joy for the birth of Jesus. The table set, the lighted tree, and the crib that will light up at midnight for the Christ birth.
Mamma in da cucina prepara cose buone, frio capitone che non ci può mancare. A casa e chi ne fuma a lucca già papà, araba sto balcone che non si può respirare. O nonno fritti chiuso, annanzi al brasero, che mano in mano si piglia tutto calore.
Mom's in the kitchen prepares good food and fries the capitone that cannot be missing. What a delicious smell, screams Dad, while grandfather is in front of the fireplace trying to heat his hand.
Natale è provvedente, ci penso bambinello, orecchio pupurello a tutto fa campà.
Christmas is providence. Baby Jesus takes care of us, making everyone, rich and poor, black and white, living a long and happy life.
Our presentation ends here. We hope you enjoyed it and we will continue to listen to yours with pleasure. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and we hope to see you soon.
Okay, these are all the performances of our students. They were all excited and was their first time in a meeting and it was not easy to have a speech in front of too many people. So I think that it was really successful, their performance. And maybe Mrs. Stasi wants to tell you something before leaving and wishing you a happy Christmas.
Okay, well, I want to make my congratulations for you all. We have really enjoyed this experience as teacher too. And I want also to make my congratulations for Slovenian students who has won the competition for the logos which identify our project. We are all happy for you and for your kind cooperation. This is the first of a long series of events that we will organize from now on. And we are really happy and we thank you. Okay, I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and hoping to meet you physically very soon. Okay. Thank you. If our partners, Slovenian, Portuguese, or other teachers want to add something else, we are glad.
We are so sorry for the problem with the microphone for the students who can be able to perform their speech.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, but I have to thank all the students. Portuguese students are not prepared because I didn't realize that we have to prepare something, but I think they improvise very well, as Portuguese always do. Sorry, we are not prepared, but we are. I told my students that we are talking about Christmas, but we not prepared anything. Sorry for that. Thank you, all the students. They do his best, and I think they are all wonderful, even my students. Thank you a lot.
Leona, you didn't need to apologize yourself for not preparing them, because this is a very difficult period, and your students were spontaneous, and what they told us was just coming out from their heart.
Yeah.
So we appreciate, we appreciate what they did, and they were great, and as all the students here.
Thank you.
Can I say something as well? Yeah, thank you very much for all these very nice presentations. It was wonderful to listen to you and learn about new for us and different cultures you presented. Thanks for this, and I wish you all the best in the coming year. A happy holiday, and we'll meet again.
Okay, my wish for the students is that may the new coming year bring you what you really and deeply wish.
Thank you very much, all of you.
We can't hear. We can't hear Mrs. Sick. Maybe there's a problem with the microphone.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, see, we can hear you, yes.
I just also wanted to say very, very big thanks to all the students from all the countries. The presentations were really nice. Thank you very much. And from the bottom of my heart, all the best wishes to all of you.
Okay, may I say something? I think all students deserve congratulations because their work was wonderful, and they work hard for these presentations. And I think after this meeting, we all are more rich in our knowledge about the cultures and traditions across Europe about these Christmas holidays. And also from Romania, we wish you Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. And me and Maria, we are happy to meet you live in the next meeting. We don't know where it could be, but we are very glad to work with you. So congratulations again for all students, and also for teachers that take care about them to prepare these materials. Thank you.
Okay, it was a hard work, but seeing the smiles of our students repays us for the hard work we did. Okay, so Mrs. Sasha, can we leave the meeting, or you need to say something else? Anything else?
Probably Sonia want to add something else. I don't know.
Is there
I'm Sonia from Bulgaria. Thank you for all teachers and students, and Bulgaria wish happy holiday for you. Thank you.
Thank you to you.
Okay, so we belong to six different countries, but we are part of another country. We are European. We are Portuguese, we are Romanian, we are Bulgarian, Estonian, Slovakian, and Italian, and Slovenian, and Italian, but we are all European, which is a bigger country. And we have to feel the spirit to be all the same,
Okay. Okay. The time at our disposal has not finished. So we know that, of course, you will have other time to spend in a different way, but we want to thank you for your kind cooperation, okay? And we hope to see you soon.
When is next?
We don't know, but of course we will inform you about, okay? Thank you, guys.
And happy Christmas to all of you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Adeus.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
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 Merry Christmas and wish you Merry Christmas and to have a. Don't follow with me. Okay. Wherever I'm really ashamed right now, and I'm really excited to be here with you. This meeting was really good to everyone because we learned more about the culture of these countries. So I want to thank you one more time, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Bye.
All the best.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Tutti sono